Welcome to a bake affair, and today we're going to be making cookies and cream Rice Krispies. And today we're going to need a box of Rice Krispies. All I have is Rice Krispy Treats cereal, so I'm just going to be using those. It's extra marshmallow, so I don't think anything's wrong with it. And then I have an 8-ounce package of mini Oreos, and we're going to be using all of these, and we'll measure this out in a little bit. Okay, you need those two things. You need some butter and some mini marshmallows. Okay, now let's get started. First, what you're gonna want to do is to take your mini Oreos, which I've already done this. Take them, put them in a bowl. This is what they look like. See, they're so tiny. See, they're so tiny, tiny little Oreos. You're gonna take whatever you have to crush them up with. I use this pastry cutter, and I just went around and crushed them up. Now, you don't have to get it fine, like powder or anything, but you do want to get it crushed up pretty well. But you can still have some bigger chunks in there. It's not going to hurt or anything. Besides, with the smaller cookie, it makes them a lot easier to crush up, but you can always use the big ones if that's what you have on hand. Okay, then we're going to set those aside and get this bigger bowl, and we're going to measure out 3 cups of marshmallows. Now, I have part of a bag that I've already opened before, so I'm going to use some of these and see if I can get 3 cups out of it. So, before I have to open the other bag. Okay, so about 1, 2, and if a couple extra fall in or anything, it's fine. I mean, this isn't a real exact recipe or anything. Okay, so that was probably about a half a bag that I had left. And so you don't even need a whole bag of marshmallows for this, really. Okay, now you're gonna take your stick of butter, which this is only a partial stick, and you're gonna cut off 1 tablespoon, and we're going to pop this tablespoon of butter into the marshmallows. And just for a little bit of extra flavor, I have some vanilla, and I'm just gonna put just a dash or 2 in there just to give it a little bit more vanilla flavor. And you're going to microwave these for about 15-second intervals until it's all melted and incorporated together. This is at 30 seconds. Is not very melted at all, but when you stir, it gets a little bit more melted. If you're doing this, I would suggest buttering the spoon before you start to stir them. That way they won't stick to it like mine's doing. But sometimes you forget things because that's how it works. So this was another 30 seconds in, and you can see everything is a lot more melted now. The butter is a lot more melted. See, there's only a little piece left in there. And take this, make sure you get all the edges. Try and incorporate it as much. Get it mixed up well. I actually think I am going to add another cup of marshmallows to this because I usually use a larger recipe than this, so I've not made this in a smaller recipe before. And just put there's only a few more marshmallows left in there, so just dump it in there with the cup. So let's see if, I think 4 cups will be enough. Okay, now I'm just gonna microwave that for about another 30 seconds, and while that's happening, I'm going to take this pan and I'm going to grease it with my stick of butter. Sorry, I had to stop the microwave so it wouldn't make a loud, horrible ding. Okay, so grease this. Oh, and if you're wondering what that was, I just put the marshmallow spoon in there, so it's just marshmallow. I cleaned out this pan before I started buttering it, because if you don't, that's really gross. Okay, I'll make sure you get all the edges and the bottom coated well, because if you don't, you're gonna have horrible Rice Krispy Treats with Oreos in it, and it's gonna stick and you're gonna be sad. Okay, now set that back aside. Okay, now we've got our marshmallows back. So the marshmallows have been in the microwave for a total of 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better with that extra cup. So make it 4 cups. I'll make sure to have it down in the description, the recipe, and that it's 4 cups and not 3. You just get that all stirred in. Now I'm going to take some of the Rice Krispy Treats, Rice Krispy Treats cereal, or any type of puffed rice cereal that you have, doesn't matter. I'm going to take this. Ooh! Yeah, watch out for that it doesn't spill everywhere. Okay, I'm going to take that and pour in about 1 cup. And then I'm going to take it and pour in another cup. And then I'm going to take all of then I'm going to take all of my Oreos that I've already smashed up, and I'm going to pour them in there, and make sure you get it all off the bottom. Okay, now you're going to want to mix this together and try and do this kind of fast so the marshmallow doesn't get too cool on you and make it super hard to mix together. See, it already looks good. And this would be good for any type of party or anything, a birthday party. Just like a different way to make something more homemade, even though you're using all pre-made, packaged, store-bought ingredients. It's a way to make something your own. And you can make it with their seasonal Oreos, like they have ones for winter, spring, summer, fall, those type things. Or you could always use different flavored Oreos. Instead of cookies and cream, you may want mint. And then you could put little bits of candy cane or something sprinkled on top of them in the pan, or even mixed in with them. Okay, now this is all nice, thoroughly mixed. We're gonna take it and we're gonna put it in our greased, what size pan is this? This is a 7 by 11 inch pan, and we're gonna take all of this yummy, yummy, yummy cookies and cream Rice Krispie goodness and stuff it in there. So sticky, but oh so good. Make sure you get it in the pan. And you're gonna press this down in here. My hands were already clean prior to starting, but I'm gonna I ran them under a little bit of water right now, so the marshmallow doesn't stick to my hands. That's a little tip. The marshmallow won't stick to your hands if you've run a little bit of water on them. You just want to press all of this down and get it nice and flat. Okay. Now doesn't that look good? That looks good already. What you're going to do is you're going to let this rest for about 30 minutes to an hour, either on your counter, or you can put it in the fridge for it to go even faster. All you want is for it just to set up like a normal Rice Krispie treat. So I'm going to let this set up, and then I will be back. We're going to take a bag of Nestle white chocolate chips. Doesn't have to be Nestle though, just any type of white chocolate chips, or you can use whatever flavored chocolate you want, or almond bark or anything, for about that much, which I think is probably about a half cup. Now we're going to take these and we're going to melt them in the microwave. Okay, now that that's all melted, we're going to take our Rice Krispie treats out of the refrigerator. Okay. Ooh, still hot. And now that these are pretty chilled, we're gonna take the white chocolate chips that are melted and we're gonna spread it out over the top as even as possible. I think I'm gonna melt some more chocolate because, like I told you earlier, I usually make a larger batch, and so I'm just sort of estimating how much I'll need. And I think you probably want a cup, maybe a cup and a half, depending on how thick you want the chocolate on top of these. I kind of want it to cover it up more, so there's not so much showing through. It's more of just a white on top. So I'm just gonna melt probably another half cup to 3/4 cups. Okay, here's more of the white chocolate. Give it a good mix. Bowl is fire lava hot again. Okay, now these are all nice and melted. We're going to take and we're going to pour them over top of the cookies and cream Rice Krispies. Let me put that in view a little bit more. This is just an extra step, and you don't have to do this, but I like to do it because I think it makes it a little bit prettier and it tastes better. It's white chocolate. How could it not taste better? And then just take all of this, put the bowl over there, take my cupcake spatula, get the rest of the little bit off the spoon. and you're going to spread this all out. Try to make it as even as possible. Okay, now you spread it out evenly. Now put it back in your fridge and let the chocolate set up, or let it set on the counter and let the chocolate set up, and then you'll be ready to cut it and serve it and put it on a plate for all your family and friends. I'll insert a picture here at the end of what they look like, all plated and cut into squares. And thank you so much for watching my videos, and I hope you subscribe or like this video and leave a comment on other items you would like me to make for my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!